Day troll in the twilight, quest begins at night. City trapped in chaos, crimson thrones lost light. Whispered spells and shadows, rune lord casting fear. Heroes forge their fate now, Korvosa draws near. Rise up, heroes brave, face the rune lord's wave. In the dark we stand, Korvosa in our hands. Battles fought with valor, blades of fire and steel. Ancient runes of power, truths they now reveal. Tyrant's throne is trembling, echoes of the past. Runes of wrath are crumbling, victory at last. Echo chants of glory, legends carved in stone. Claimers of the story, city now our own. Whispered spells in shadows, rune lord casting fear. Heroes forge their fate now, Korvosa draws near. Rise up, heroes brave, face the rune lord's way. In the dark we stand, Korvosa in our hands. Battles fought with valor, blades of fire and steel. Ancient runes of power, truths they now reveal. Tyrant's throne is trembling, echoes of the past. Runes of wrath are crumbling, victory at last. Echo chants of glory, legends carved in stone. Claimers of the story, city now our own.
Hello, everybody. Welcome on in to the Claimers Conquest tabletop RPG, one of our every Wednesday and night games. I'm not going to deliberate too much on chatting. I'm going to get right into it since we started a bit late today, which is all my fault. So with that being said, I will let Andrew take over and get us going.
So the last we left off, it was the Riverwind Festival, a fun summer festival. There was dancing, there was music, there was sparring, there was archery, there was catching a stray bunny, an escaped bunny. There was children laughing, and there was explosions and mayhem and death at the end.
I mean, at least it wasn't just a wedding, I guess.
The joke of an enemy, the Sploder, a goblin who for the past few weeks has been threatening the Bank of Abadar, shows himself to be no simple distraction as a large-scale attack has been launched on Korvosa in several different sections. We pick up that same night. All of you are called back to the castle at behest of Neolandis and King Endrin. The chamber feels unusually small tonight. After the mayhem, the skies openly weep, and now rain hisses against the tall windows. The city lights beyond muted and flickering in the mist. The long oak table gleams under lamplight, but the gleam is broken by stacks of reports, half-drained goblets, and a folded map of Korvosa marked with black ink. The air is heavy with the scent of damp wool, parchment, and the acrid tang of burnt oil. The atmosphere here in the small council chamber is tense. Yolandis breaks the silence. Well, I must admit, I rather thought we'd have one festival, just one, without fires, riots, assassination attempts, or general destruction of public property. Foolish of me, really. Marcus speaks. You can sense he's bubbling with wrath. This is not the time for wits, Seneschal. A quarter of our city lies in ruins, and you thought it would go according to plan? Under our noses, a coordinated attack of sabotage was carried out in the heart of this city, under our protection. I'm aware, Your Majesty, but no. I want answers. I want to know exactly how this happened, who orchestrated it, and why my people are burying their dead tonight, while our enemies walk free. I will not have this throne blindsided again. He kind of looks across the table, his gaze sweeping across all of you. So, tell me.
Tell you what, the goblins attacked with bombs?
What do you know about this? You're the most powerful assets the crown has ever had here. Do you know nothing about this?
You gave us 2 days' notice to put on a party for the entire city. Our focus was entirely on that. Many of us have not slept because we were planning a party and not trying to defend the city.
So this goblin is a complete and total unknown to us all.
You should ask the head banker what he knows of this goblin. Apparently, they've gotten threats.
Have they? What kind of threats?
Bomb threats. Just picture drawings from the one that I happened to see.
How did a simple goblin manage to attack our entire city? The goblin population in Korvosa is not that large.
The entire city? Out
There
of
were
character. As
attacks
far
in
as I was
North
understood
Point.
it was just that one square.
There were attacks in North Point, in South Shore, in East Shore, and Old Korvosa. At multiple gathering spots, not just Domina Square. This was a coordinated attack across the city.
This is judgmental of me, but I don't think, unless this is a very exceptional goblin, he's probably not the mastermind behind it. He's the face, the tool, the idiot that you puff up to put himself on display so that when he gets caught, he's easily expendable. But I think finding him is the key to finding whoever the actual mastermind is. Unless he is a very exceptional. What did you say that on the flyer that he called himself, Naveen?
The Sploder.
The Sploder could be an exceptionally intelligent goblin.
Yeah, I've heard about him less than a week ago. Just days before we were pulled into planning this party, in the midst of planning for the giant attack.
Do the rune giants and them use lesser creatures for their advanced attacks, Miles, that you are aware of?
In the past, they have used other creatures or denizens' fingers, if you will. I've seen a couple Lamia matriarchs, and we believe that he had been planning on stretching his fingers into maybe acquiring human allies, but I believe that was mostly his minions' plans. But
There-
primarily, we've encountered giants under his direct rule.
Safi will kind of whisper to Miles and be like, was I don't remember, but were the goblins that attacked Sandpoint's festival? They weren't connected with him. That was just like,
I don't believe they were connected. I don't remember. It's a while. I believe the goblin attack on Sandpoint just alerted us to the existence of the underground ruins beneath the city.
I mean, that wasn't nearly as elaborate as this.
No.
The explosives they were using were crude but advanced. They only went off when they stopped moving. That is...
Was there enough of a head on any of them that the cleric could ask it some questions?
Got a question to the GM.
Sure.
Those goblins that blew up were paced after they exploded.
Yeah, which is probably intentional.
Fireworks. Great.
Mm, I mean, we could always ask Boole what he knows about the Sploder.
Yeah, the underbelly might have some insight.
Yeah.
I hate to sit on our thumbs, this says, and gather intelligence while he prepares for another attack. Do we have any means of tracking him more quickly?
I mean, well, was the flyer that you had from him, was it hand drawn?
Yes, and I believe it's at the bank at Abadar.
What? Did they know what material it was drawn with? If it's actually art supplies or bodily fluid.
I was not told in the couple of minutes no, it might have even been just mostly at a glance that I saw it.
If the drawing was from the Sploders himself, and I mean, nobody's seen this Sploder.
that we're aware of. Could have been any one of the goblins. Heck,
If I
it
had
doesn't even
some-
necessarily mean it was a goblin. Maybe this Sploder isn't the goblin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe we start with the bank and see what they
Yep.
have.
If I have something of the Sploders, I can use discern location. Or if I have seen the Sploder, I can use discern location. I could also cast a either prying eyes or insect spies to scout the city to look for him. Or the look for goblins.
can also
Sephi, do you
look-
have divination magic? To find out who he is, or what he is, or where he is? Or if we've looked at him or not looked at him?
I could ask the Revelation Quill and it could give me a poem. I guess I could cast a miracle to see if a deity would point us in the right direction of him.
That would cost lots of. That would cost resources, yes?
Yeah, unless there's another spell I can like, if I can duplicate.
and also just try to get some good old fashioned intel and rumors.
Sorry, that's Nick laughing.
Yeah, I'm just double checking if
I could look around, figure out what the regions they would have needed to make those bombs, and see where the best place to get them would be. I could look that direction and track down from the what was needed from the bombs and what I've seen from them.
Well, I can do the Revelation Quill once per day, and I haven't used it today. So that's a divination that I can do, and that doesn't cost us anything. We just have to ask it a specific question. So I could ask, is the Sploder goblin in Korvosa? Or where is the Sploder goblin? Maybe just that.
Neolandis slides over a piece of parchment.
I'll just ask where he is, unless anybody has a better idea.
I don't have had too many other things on our minds lately. I was hoping today would be a reprieve and relaxation for a short day.
Naveen, do you have the spelling of Sploder? I feel like being specific would be a
Since you're writing it
good
out.
thing.
In my notes.
Yeah, I feel like if the quill is giving me a poem back, I need to get the spelling correct. I do, where is the Sploder goblin that caused the maybe I keep it
The and then Sploder, Sploder.
Sploder.
SPLODDR
1D.
E
Sploder.
ER. Okay. Should we keep it simple? Where's the Sploder goblin, or should I put in where's the Sploder goblin who orchestrated the attacks?
Did the Sploder orchestrate the attacks?
We're kind of assuming so. Maybe I do. Where's the Sploder goblin? Giuseppe. The one that Naveen mentioned who threatened the bank of Ab. I don't know if I spelled Avadar right, but I'll just say the bank.
ABADAR.
ABADAR.
Yeah.
You see the quill starts writing on the parchment. And this is the cryptic rhyme you get back.
where brine-soaked beams refuse to burn, and fishless fats and silent churn. Seek the coin-fed firebrand's grin. The old salt's house will draw you in.
Hmm. Yes.
Isn't the Old Salt an actual like bar or a location in Korvosa?
I guess Arabella was thinking more where I don't know Korvosa that well, but where the Gadrin was. Because there's fish vats there.
By the docks.
Yeah. Can we do a knowledge local?
Sure.
Hmm. Miles's knowledge is limited. Hmm.
Except he's not gonna bother rolling.
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I think Naveen might know.
Ye-
And Dalibor.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I will roll in solidarity.
Miles, do you have knowledge
Local?
local?
Yes, I do.
Going off of a cryptic rhyme like this, the DCs are double what they would normally be. Okay.
That's some good rolls though, even though that's a 2. The base
Yeah.
is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just proof of why Miles shouldn't roll in relation to Korvosa.
Miles, you know of a couple fish processing plants in Korvosa. I mean, there's the one by Dockway. There's a couple in Old Korvosa. Some of them are still active, but more by the dockways. But the docks didn't have much in the way of fires that you're aware of.
Mhm.
I think one of them is called Fish Slurry.
There's a whole poem about it.
Yep.
I mean, there is now. There's Fish Slurry, there's the Brackwater Yards, there's the Saltmere Works, there's Haddock Hall. These are a couple you've heard of, but none of them really stand out to you. Arabella and Dalibor, you know all that information, but you also know that there's a building in Old Korvosa where all the fires happened called the Saltmere Works. It never fully burned because its timbers were soaked, being so close to the waterfront. It's been abandoned since the fires, and the damage to the interior, just the warping from neglect, has made it unpopular for business. So it's abandoned. Naveen, you're the only one that you know all of that, but you're the only one that gets this additional information, and it's kind of fitting being Blackshack that you do. You know that smugglers and black marketeers use the Saltmere Works intermittently, but accidents and structural collapses gave it a bad reputation. Locals claim it's too stubborn to fall and too rotten to fix.
Okay.
I'll just be like, isn't there a fish house that didn't burn down up north?
Yeah. Beltmere Works.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Hmm. So would
Yeah.
old salt.
It
Well-
is potentially hazardous if the smugglers don't even want to use it anymore.
Oh,
Well, that
maybe there's
probably
a
be
secret entrance that is you have to put a coin in to make it open up. Coin fed firebrand and scrid. Perhaps there's another secret entrance somewhere in there.
yeah. Well, and it'd be easier for goblins to make one out of a broken building. Should we just we could just teleport there now? Or
Good.
teleport near there?
Endrin says, if that's where this goblin is, burn his nest and drag out anyone he answers to. I want this goblin off the board before dawn.
Do you want him dead or imprisoned? Or does it matter?
Neolandis speaks up and says, Majesty, with respect, dead goblins tell no tales. We need more than a charred corpse to hold up to the people or to act upon. We need to know who he's working with and how he managed this under our watch. The only way to get that is if he's alive and talking.
Well, that's not necessarily true. I say quietly.
Easier.
My sister would know a few ways to make it happen.
I would.
You know, you're only
I-
going to get so many questions
Right,
out of
right,
him
right.
with
No,
the
no,
speak
no,
with
no.
dead, though. And if you
Well,
ask the wrong question, there's no way to ever do it again.
We've all seen the
Well,
movie.
I was thinking the other sister.
We've all seen the movie.
Okay. Good. Because I don't know the speak with dead spell.
No, the other
Okay.
sister could think of.
I mean-
Entrin is just breathing through his nose and he's kind of bristling. He's like, fine, take him alive if you can, but if he forces your hand, do what must be done.
We definitely
I
need
can-
to find out if he's working for the other person whose name shall not be mentioned.
I can also bring him back to life if he died, if we accidentally kill him.
Good
If
point.
it's like an oopsies.
Good point.
Neil Landis kind of looks at all of you. Feel free to roll a sense motive.
Yeah.
We should probably gear up before we go.
I'm going to sense motive.
9:44. Yeah. Okay.
What are we
I need-
27.
Sense motive.
Sense motive, except my mouse is not working to switch me to Steffi.
When he's human?
He is a human.
Oh, sorry.
Or
Oh
Uh,
my gosh. You know,
Damn,
you're
Naveen.
rolling well because this is kind of like your mission, the start of your rogues gallery. So
So sorry, Arabella and Steffi are flipped. The
okay.
24 is Arabella, Steffi is 39.
Arabella doesn't pick up on it, and Arabella is the only one that doesn't pick up on it.
Yeah.
But Neil Landis is looking at you, and there's a hidden message she's conveying, which is like, please bring him back alive.
That makes sense. Arabella's like on the same path that the king is like, yeah, I could bring him to the pool and then
Miles almost pouts. I can't do my job.
So he gives you this look. He says it with his eyes, and then he clears his throat.
All right, we'll get our
Changing
stuff.
tone.
We'll get them figure
Just-
out what we can.
Just one last matter before we disperse. The crown's struggles against Karzug will require more than just soldiers and steel. We'll need specialists. But we have many here. He kind of motions to Arabella, motions to all of you, really, because you're all specialists in your own right. But he says we'll need specialists, inventors, unorthodox minds, which brings me to, and you hear a door open. and you can hear the sounds of like armor moving and a distinct tapping as you see entering.
I take a deep breath and hold it a little bit.
The man who enters is difficult to look at without staring. His frame is human-sized, yet crooked. There's a heaviness to his build, a suggestion of strength that doesn't quite match his hunched height. His skin is sallow, stretching unevenly over muscle and deformation, and his scalp is a field of uneven, oily hair clinging to the sides of his head like stubborn weeds. The crown of his skull is bare, the dome marked by thick ridges of bone that push forward above his brow like a blunt, permanent scowl. He hobbles in the sound of his cane tapping and his gait lurching and stiff. But despite his unsettling features, there is both a sharpness and unspoken melancholy to his pale blue eye. The satchel at his side gives off a faint, irregular clink of metal on glass. Neolandis finishes. Count Dowager has offered his skills to the city in the fight to come. He builds what many call impossible. Looks at the king. Your Majesty, Seneschal, I've heard stories. If you're going to war with a rune lord, you'll need more than courage and crossbows when you march north. I can create weapons Karsuk's forces have never seen and won't live long enough to understand.
Does he look like he recognizes us?
He definitely looks like he recognizes you.
Okay, just making sure. Because I still remember some of the conversations with that group, so I'm like, if they were telling the truth, then I need to make sure it's the same person or not.
I've decided to stay behind. There is opportunities for me here that do not exist where I am from. And I think we can both benefit from this arrangement.
Excellent. I'll go up and shake his hand.
He's like, right, he just
Yeah,
shakes
I turn
your hand
around and
as
I
well.
just shake his hand and pat him on the shoulder. It's good to have you with us.
What sort of weapons? Arabella asks.
Well, any kind, really, but a few come to mind: alchemical, technological, magical. I can create nearly anything. But some weapons that are effective against giants might be our first step.
Well, Miles is our expert on the giants, and we do have a commission for melee weapons, specifically designed for giants, already commissioned. But if you have siege weapon ideas, I think that would be very helpful.
Their hide is typically fairly tough as well. Anything that could punch through that would definitely be good.
Welcome, Count Dowager, Marcus says. King Andrew says. Good to have you on the team. The Seneschal will get you situated and fill you in on some of the details. Everyone's dismissed.
I start heading back to the shop to get my things.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that where that's where everybody's stuff was? Because I think that's where maybe not.
Most
That was for the
people's, but I don't think everyone's was there.
okay.
No, I don't think.
It's no issue to collect your things.
Yeah.
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 I mean, Arabelle
Yeah.
will just go along just because.
Miles would have been fully armed to the teeth anyway, so.
As probably as Naveen would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you are gathering at the Golden Key, I assume. That has
Yeah.
been the staging
Mhm.
ground most of the time.
And we can
Yeah.
stop at the Bank of Abadar on the way up there and get that sheet. Or whatever it was.
The picture or whatever it may have been.
Mm-hmm.
The
So-
threatening letter.
The threatening letter.
You go to the bank from the Golden Key, and you arrive there just as you see an acolyte that is shutting the door, and they're jangling keys at their side as they fumble with it to close up.
I'll make a little throat clearing sound.
He like jumps and the keys jangle and he turns around. Oh, Mr. Malov, good to see you.
We heard that there have been threats on the bank. I would like to look at the threatening letters before you leave, if that's good. We'd like to look into it.
Oh,
We think they may be tied to the incidences that happened today.
of course. I'll go get them from the office.
Thank you.
Opens the door and hurries in.
I'll look and see if
You-
there's any other things that have been done, other notes, other things that have been left in the area while we wait for him.
Like drawings and stuff in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, like if somebody's just like dropped up off another one in that time.
You do not see anything that was left here.
Okay.
And I'm just looking at the routes everyone probably took. You haven't passed through any major squares either. The acolyte returns with a couple sheafs of paper and he hands them to you.
I will look at them briefly and then hand them over to Arabella.
Okay.
Or I'll pass them
Oh.
around. But
These are really badly drawn. And it's only marginally you're able to infer like who is what given the actual context you have now.
Right.
But one of them is like a stick figure with like a long necklace that's a key, but the necklace is drawn like the length of his arm. And he's got an X over his head, and then there's like a box that looks like it's exploding next to him. There's what looks like a prism or an ingot on another one that has like a fuse on it that looks like it's sparking, and it has like smiley faces drawn all over the paper.
Arabella's just gonna say.
Hmm.
So here's the deal: we're not gonna show these to the king because he's already pissed off as it is. And if this idiot is the mastermind behind it, the king just doesn't need to see these. It makes us look ridiculous.
I mean, I saw one of them
Yeah, that's why I don't think he's the mastermind. But if it somehow ends up that he is the mastermind, we'll figure out some sort of way to color this and make this look less bad.
And between the stick figures and Karzug, like,
Yeah.
Right, this is nobody would have expected this. So if he gets angry at this, I would have been more angry if these were like detailed, actual, like looked legit.
Perhaps that's the whole.
That's the reason why he's angry, is because we got outsmarted by an idiot. But even though we're not really outsmarted, but we got tricked.
I don't know if it's a trick. Nobody knew.
Perhaps.
But it's showing like a weakness right now in their defenses.
I'm
There we
beginning to
go.
wonder if it was, say, intentional, that it was poorly drawn to make it more disarming.
Maybe.
Then why deliver the messages at all?
why not actually attack the bank?
Well,
Since they were sent to the bank.
they could have gotten sent to the bank as a red herring. I mean, there's a lot of people that want to attack the bank. Let's just be honest.
Maybe a lot of people with motive to attack the bank, but actually attacking the bank, even
Yeah.
without the gold golem, would be a very difficult thing to pull off.
It's if you can't attack the thing that you want, it's easier to kill
Either way, let's find the goblin.
unsuspecting people.
Or whatever he is.
Do we need to do any like magic-y things or scouting?
That's what
Or
I was
should we
just
just
looking
Go
for.
in there, swords drawn.
Maybe we check the area, find out what escape and locations there are. We want to scout. We can have people at exits. Maybe have those of you who are more sneaky like take a look see and come back out.
Yeah, I can do I can cast invisibility and I can cast mass invisibility on us when we get closer. I have greater scrying, which takes a standard action. I was trying to see if I had locate creature for when we got closer.
This conversation is occurring while you're walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your path takes you to this square here, and you can see that there is a sign of like scorch marks, exploded carts. There's guards in here that look like they're throwing sheets of like tarps over people that were killed in the attack.
They would have needed dozens and dozens of goblins to go along with this also.
Mm-hmm.
To make an organized effort in multiple locations.
Be able to get through the entire city.
Hey, I have to say I don't know much about goblins. Do they tend to
Typically burrows or undercity.
but will they often do things knowing they're gonna die?
They're crazy.
There's the ones wearing the vests had almost no way to survive. Like, were they forced magically, or was this a voluntary thing?
When Arabella saw them, did she see any like compulsion auras on them? I don't think I did.
The only thing you saw was they had like a rune carved on their forehead.
Do I recall what shape the rune was in?
Yeah, it was kind of like a claw holding a diamond.
Does Arabella, can she roll a knowledge
Miles
check?
and Sephi knows what that is.
Okay. Did they see that?
Yeah, you saw it. It was like on their foreheads. The goblins that attacked.
Okay, so we know this is connected to, you know who,
In some ways.
the Rune Lord.
Yeah.
You say that to the rest of us?
I'll show you again. This is what they looked like.
Yeah.
Did we all catch that? Because I was pretty far away. I don't think I got to see any of them up close.
I think you were flying over the one on the tent at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remember I had to make a perception check just to see that they had a bomb strapped onto them.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Miles will literally say that out loud.
Yeah, they're connected to Karzug then, for sure.
With they easily could have been compelled to do so, since I recalled a certain detail. The runes on their forehead probably could have been used in some fashion to compel them to do someone's bidding.
But the runes weren't magical, right?
You did not see a magic aura on the goblins.
Do I know if there's like a rune type of magic or something that would be able to bypass arcane sight?
The spell magic aura bypasses arcane sight. You could just easily disguise it.
Mm-hmm. They may have simply been fanatics that were whipped into a frenzy by one of his many henchmen, I guess, in this case.
So if we get to the Sploder, I don't know. You tell me, Miles, if Karzug would give directions directly to a goblin. But I'm assuming they would have like a lieutenant or something that would be the one influencing the Sploder. A contact, a spy.
As I recall, when we were in Jin Shalast, he had three main lieutenants within the city that we had to deal with. Outside of the city, we had dealt with we've dealt with numerous individuals tied to him in some way. The Lami matriarchs, the giants. He even had a devil that had been working for him. I don't remember, was it? I mean, out of character, I don't remember if it was a lich or vampire that we had dealt with, I think.
There's like a vampire octopus.
Yeah. There's- He has worked with such a wide gamut of different creatures, denizens of the world, that it's hard to say, to be frank. I don't know explicitly if he's so above the idea of giving direct orders.
All right.
You know from your plans that you saw in Zinshalast, Miles, that there were a couple people that were managing all of his affairs in Parisia.
Mhm.
One was Zanisha, who was handling things in Magnamar and was preparing Magnamar and also did stuff in Sandpoint. One was Lucretia, who was at the backwater of Turtleback Ferry.
Mhm.
And then there was a giant, Mokmurian, who was also a lieutenant. As you enter into Korvosa, it takes you into Old Korvosa, it takes you to Old Dock, and you know you're getting close to the Saltmere Works.
Okay. Well, Arabella's gonna cast a locate creature.
Okay.
And then let me just look. Mass invisibility. I think that's 10 minutes. It's a level.
Yeah, while you're casting locate creature, Miles just poofs. Activates his ring of invisibility.
Oh yeah, Sephi has a ring of invisibility too. So
Naveen can go invisible on her own.
okay.
But if you're
That-
doing max, like
Any number of creatures.
Miles
Well-
and Naveen all have a way to invisible, and if Dalibor has a potion, in Arabella, you can just use a second level spell.
Yeah, I think I'll just use a second level spell. I mean, I can even use 2 second level spells to cast one on me and one on you, Dalibor.
Okay, I'm looking to see if I have one prepared. I do have one invisibility prepared, so I can do this.
Arabella, as you use the bloodhound fur, your nose starts picking up on the acrid soot and alchemical stench and body odor stench of the goblin, and you feel it pulling you eastward into Old Dock, and it leads you to right where the red circle is below Old Dock on the map.
Okay. I'm also gonna cast telepathic bond on us because we're all invisible.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Some of the invisible people, you're a little bit at a distance, but you can see the building. The alley narrows as you approach a hulking, listing structure of warped timbers and rust black iron. The roof is sagging under the weight of neglect, and rainwater drips steadily from cracked shingles into stagnant puddles below. Smell of oil, mold, sulfur clings to the air. And in the distance, the restless groan of old wood shifting in the wind makes the whole place sound alive.
Right.
When we get to the location we think he's at, I'm going to take a detect thoughts potion
Okay.
because they'll last me a while.
Well,
17 minutes.
Miles will do what he always does. Try to scout ahead. He's gonna case the joint and see if there's any way that he can enter freely without having to open up any doors or anything.
You go around the building. Naveen, what are you doing? There's a clear and obvious way that you do see. There's a pair of double doors that are leaning on their hinges, like the hinges barely are keeping the doors up.
well, if Miles is scouting around the outside, I will check the main doors for traps.
Okay. You roll a perception check. Miles, roll a perception check.
No.
Okay. Wow. Both 50s. Naveen, this door is not trapped, and there is no lock on it. The lock has rotted away, but you can see on the other side, there's a rope tied, like around the handles, securing it shut. That would do a pitiful job at keeping anybody with a thin blade out of here. Miles, as you go around the building, there's only the one door in the front. You could certainly pry off a plank or a shingle and slip in, but that would certainly cause noise. You can also, Naveen, you can see through the crack in the door, because like the doors aren't perfectly flush. So looking in, you can see it goes about 20 feet, and then there's another pair of double doors, and then there's a set of doors to the east and west.
I will explain all of this in the mind link.
Miles mentioned he sees no other entry.
I can give you a detect secret doors potion.
Awesome. Well, one thing I could do, but I think I'll save it.
Is there anything anyone else wants to do, or should I cut
Sorry.
them?
Do you want that
I-
potion?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You'll take it? Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, if we don't want to disturb the doors and I can see where we're going inside, I can dimension door us. If we,
It is a
Ping location.
I'm giving you a universal formula which will duplicate it.
Okay.
So it's basically a 4th level spell, but it's detect secret doors at a 4th level DC if there's a DC needed.
Okay. Ping location for tokens.
you're muted.
I said drag your tokens to the ping location on the map, and nobody's listening to me because they can't listen.
'Cause I
I'm just
can't
sitting
literally-
here pinging for
Just
like
ping,
5
ping, ping.
minutes.
I'm like,
We
I'm pretty
literally-
sure that's what
Like,
it
oh
was
my
for.
god.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely be somewhere near Dalibor, but yeah. Taking said potion.
I don't know if I got the right spot.
You did not.
It was a struggle to figure out how to drag periods. So there we go.
Struggle bus.
So you take the detect secret doors, do another round around the outside, and there are no secret doors.
Just realized I didn't put the thing on there so people could see our dice rolls if they wanted to.
Oh.
There we go. Now activated. People who are watching can use channel points to see our dice rolls.
They missed all of Naveen's nat 20s.
Yeah.
Man. All right. Any other spells people want to do? Oh, I suppose you can dimension door all of us.
Let me check. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3,
5 besides
4,
you,
5.
if you count the familiar or pet. Yeah.
3.
Oh.
18 divided by 3 is 6.
Mm.
Right?
I'm gonna take a potion of
Yeah.
resist energy fight and choose fire.
Yeah, it's probably smart.
Hmm.
Let's see what other
Slippers is
invisibility
Oh,
does.
10 minutes per day. While we're prepping to get in, I'm going to activate my slippers of spider climbing.
Okay.
Walking on walls is kind of nice.
Actually, Steffi might have resistance.
Hmm.
Hey, I have Tangle Foot
Oh.
Bomb.
Steffi does have resist energy.
Mm.
She will cast it. Does anybody not have a fire resistance?
Nope.
The bean does not have fire resistance.
So 1, 2.
Steffi does, though, doesn't
4.
she?
Yeah. Of 5.
Oh, you have the angelic blood.
Nope.
Oh.
That's from my Rune Lord staff.
Runeforge staff.
Forge.
Yeah,
Not your
that
Rune Lord
thing.
staff.
My Rune Lord staff.
You don't have a Rune Lord staff.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so 4. Oh, and then the little rat. 5. Yep. So she will cast it 5 times.
Yay.
So we all have resist energy 30, I
Could be.
believe.
Yeah.
You didn't have to cast it for me because I took a potion of it.
Yep.
Just
I
making sure you
counted
got that.
Yep. I casted it on Petra though.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. None of the animals died, right?
No,
You're not
the-
sure.
Oh, Steffi has.
didn't check in with the sergeant.
I guess not. Steffi's almost like, do we really need me here for the Sploder? Okay.
Mm,
All right.
Sure, you
And
can-
then I
You can take the healer out.
You're probably going to have to resurrect this
I
goblin.
mean, the
There it is.
Crimson Throne has gone this long without a healer, so.
That's true.
all right, are we done with spells? I mean, there's more spells we can cast, but
Mm. Well, thing is casting spells is loud, right?
I know, yeah. Well, for Steffi it is. Arabella can make hers quiet.
Yeah.
See the doors in
Um,
front of you.
Oh, I guess, well, Steffi does say, I can, if we don't want to kill them, I can make it so that everybody's weapons don't do lethal damage.
You
'Cause
can't
I don't really like
see it.
quiet.
Well, Sephi won't be able to see it, I'm sure. Miles's eyes just kind of squint and start getting a little shifty. Like,
You just have to be willing to accept the peace and the hymn of mercy.
since
Well-
when has Miles been peaceful?
Hmm. We don't know what we're getting into. I don't think that's a great idea.
Well, it affects everybody.
Including the goblins.
Yep.
But you said they have to accept the peace, so if we accept it and they do not,
Well, they have basically have a will save.
Well,
But we can wait and see if we get in there. Because I think it's rounds per level.
We'll save that.
Okay.
Right, how
So
are you proceeding?
dimension door inside.
Past the front door into like the middle area?
Yeah, because there's a crack we can see, right?
Is this the order you're going in?
Yes.
Sephi will not fit going like this.
Okay. Well then, Naveen, go in front of Arabella. Because Arabella just needs to be in the middle to touch everybody.
There. All right. You dimension door. You are, oh, Rachel, you fucked everything up.
Oh.
Oh,
Mhm. All right. Well, after we get in there, does my trap
okay.
sense go off?
It does not.
Okay.
So there's a door to the right, a door to the left, and doors in front.
Hmm.
Well, listen at the doors.
Okay.
Check for traps.
You have my perception for traps, right? In case you have to make any secret rolls.
Not sure I actually do. me look.
Perception. It's just adding half my level, so it's a plus 49. Trap. No, sorry, plus 50. Yeah. Listening.
Okay. There is, you don't detect any traps on any of these doors, but you do hear scuffling, like skittering on metal in the other room. And this other room smells like the one straight ahead of you smells very, has a very chemical smell to it. Very acrid, pungent scent.
Am I getting my Oh, sorry.
It's going straight ahead.
All of us smell that? Or just
Oh
me?
yeah, all of you can smell it.
Can I identify it alchemically by the smell? Or at least get an idea?
You could get an idea if you're making alchemy check.
Yeah, let me check and see if I have that. I am not.
You said the locate creature is straight ahead.
Yes.
I'm not crafting, so it's only a 44.
Let's do this to change the dynamic lighting because Rachel got pulled in. There. 44. Ah. Oh. Wow. Your nose picks up on one thing for sure. There's definitely an alchemist fire scent to this.
Okay.
But there's a couple other scents that are really unique.
Okay.
The sulfurous scent is it doesn't smell alchemical in nature. It reminds you more of the scent you get from
A demon?
Yeah, maybe like fiendish, a fiendish scent. So it's like this sulfurous smell.
Okay.
Could be sulfur, but there's a slight difference in it that your senses pick up on.
I will share in the mind link that there's alchemist fire crafting going on, but there's a sulfurous non-alchemical smell that could be from a creature, possibly something from another plane.
One other scent that mingles in it, and it's like a metallic scent.
And then something that's
Like-
somewhat metallic.
Blood?
Mm,
Mm,
Arabella would know that smell really well.
no, it's not blood. Yeah,
Like
it's
a forge, like the smell of a forge sort of smell.
sort of like the smell of unworked metals, but
Yeah, I know.
this is
I as
just
Nick know what you're
Dalibor.
talking about. I know as
This
Nick
is-
know what you're talking about.
This is just like you picking up on a scent, and
Yeah.
all these scents are overlaid over one another. So whatever it is, the smell of alchemist fire you're able to easily pick up on, but there's other conflicting scents.
Okay.
hmm.
And Miles and Naveen, you do hear movement inside of there,
Okay.
close to where you are. Not like on the other side of the door, but near.
Okay.
Guessing if we check out the side rooms, we might alert whoever's in the big room to our presence. But I also dislike the idea of having unknowns
I will
behind.
I will focus with my detect thoughts at the things on the other side of the wall.
You got 40s and 50s. Is detect thought locked by, does it go through solid objects, or does that block line of effect? While he's looking up that,
The spell
you
can penetrate
guys-
barriers, but 1 foot of stone or 1 inch of common metal or a thin sheet of lead. 3 feet of wood or dirt blocks it.
yeah, you can sense through this. I'll get to that, but the two of you who, the 40 and the 50 perception check, also pick up on something that is to the west, to your left. It's not close, but you pick up on it.
Goblin on a shitter. Something farted over there.
Okay. On the left.
Oh, I gotta stop the bufo. That was a goblin.
It was in Goblin. Miles didn't understand it. There's the Common Bristian, Giant Thessalonian, and Celestials.
So what does Dalbor get with his detect thoughts?
So Dalibor, you kind of sweep the detect thoughts around. And it's a DC.
And I did link it up above. Link it.
20. Okay. So, oh, this guy is not gonna make this. Yeah.
You save that.
So to in front of you and then to the right as you're concentrating, so northeast. You
And it is a 60-foot cone.
pick up oh, that's not it. Detect thoughts. On your first round, there are thoughts in your cone. In the second, there are.
And I'll make sure not to look at Arabella because she might stun me if I look at her.
You're still like sweating. Oh God. You cut it close going this way.
Yeah, it's a 26. Anybody with a 26 or higher intelligence will stun me for 1 round, and the spell will end. So
60 feet high. How big is this room?
Say, if you look at Seppi, will it extend your duration? She's not actually, well, she has a positive intelligence.
So Dalibor, there are
oh,
two
and
minds
at
that-
least 10 points higher than yours. So 26 won't get me.
there are 2 very simple minds you pick up on.
Okay.
You get their intelligence score, I think.
Yes.
They each have a 10 intelligence. They're about as smart as Sephi is.
Well, Seppi's rocking a 12 because of her staff right now.
Yeah.
But that's like commoner intelligence, right?
Commoner intelligence, yeah.
And I will share the information I get since it's in a mind link.
You also catch well, I should roll for this one too.
Yeah, it has to be 26 and at least 10 higher than my own, so a 36 to stun me.
You also, you're there, so you got thoughts, and then you pick up another thought above you in the room in front of you, not above you here.
And then he's gonna be like, and then you're stunned.
And
yeah.
you're like, your eyes widen
It's
as you
36.
sense. Yeah, it's not enough high enough. It's not a high intelligence. It's not the high intelligence that stuns you. It's the sheer numbers. There are thousands of thinking minds in this room ahead of you.
So like an intelligence swarm?
Maybe.
I will get a very confused look on my face. Not that anyone
And
can
it's-
see because we're all invisible, but
Yeah, and it's up.
I
Well,
will
it's up
mention
like
that
this
there's
way.
an intelligence. What's the intelligence score?
13.
There's something more than commoner intelligence above us, but there's thousands of them. So I'm only guessing intelligent swarm of some sort, maybe?
Your guess is better than mine, but it's good to know.
How
I don't
there-
deal with swarms well.
Dalibor, picking up on their actual surface thoughts, there's really nothing interesting going on.
Okay. It was more to get an idea of what things are and see if there's anything that seems like it would be, mastermind Sploder.
Yeah, there's nothing in your view that has any sort of master intelligence to it.
Okay.
Clearly, 2 of them are goblins that are just tweaking out. And the ones above don't really have, you don't read any surface thoughts from them. There's just this quiet stillness to them.
All right. So it could be something sleeping or anything.
Yeah.
All right, I will share that information and be like, there's at least 2 goblins, probably goblins.
which side? Ahead of us or to the side?
I will repeat which direction. I will point the direction, and then afterwards I'll be like, forward into the right or forward into the left, and
He points this way.
Because we're still invisible, so we can't see each other, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, unless you have see invisibility.
I
And
don't.
he points up this way.
Could it be like eggs? Or something?
What was the beginning part of your question?
The thousands of minds. Could it be like a nest
Oh,
of something or eggs or that
yeah,
sort of
like spider
So-
eggs.
Are you thinking of
maybe?
making scrambled eggs then? Someone hungry?
Oh,
Okay. Question still remains. Should we go ahead or to the right or to the left?
Thought I
well,
heard something off to the left, but meh.
If you direct your detect thoughts over to the left, Dalibor,
Yeah.
you you detect over there, and you're like, gross, and you go back straight ahead. That guy's mind, that person's mind is occupied.
so if you want to snipe someone in the shitter, go to the left.
Okay.
If we,
And anything down?
No.
and then next day, so is Arabelle on the left side
You're
or
right. You're on the right.
on the right? Seffi's next to the shitter.
Yeah.
Miles, you're more sneaky than Steffi. Do you want to go up or do you want to stay in the back?
I'll take
Is-
point.
Can I make a
Hmm?
check? Because we know that there's something sulfuric in nature that's not alchemical. We know that there's all of these mines, because whatever that is isn't going to be goblins.
Yeah.
So whatever that is going to be something with these thousands of mines.
Mhm.
What kind of extra planar probably, because it's probably, devil or demon in nature or daemon in nature. Is there anything that the multiple minds, the swarm, or like the what we know so far that would apply to something of a demonic, devil, or daemonic nature?
Dalibor, what does your first instinct tell you?
That there's probably some sort of demon swarm creature.
Or maybe imps. I don't know how imps
But
are
you couldn't fit
born.
thousands into a room. You could maybe fit dozens into a room, but not thousands.
I guess it depends on how big the room is.
Well, within a 60-foot square.
Yeah.
Well,
Shall see.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell Petra to guard.
Okay.
In case the one in the lavatory comes out, she can attack it. 'Cause she's invisible.
You can hear the little pitter patter of feet on metal. To the left and through this door.
Is Majenko in the mind link?
I don't even see Majenko on the map.
oh yeah, he would be with us. He's on vacation. Oops.
Oh, Rachel. Come on.
Well,
Well-
he's trapped in there.
Well,
You moved him again. What are you doing?
I was trying to move him into the hallway.
Miles, be stealthy.
I guess
Rachel's
Majenko,
seen this room that's next to you like 6 times.
it's can Majenko fit into any of the door cracks?
He could, well, he could maybe have squeezed through the front door, but not the ones inside.
Okay.
Like he could probably pry open the door wide enough to slither in.
Arabella, can you tell if the Sploder is on the right or the left?
Did you
Straight
tell me?
ahead.
Straight
Straight
ahead.
ahead and slightly up.
Straight ahead, and slightly up.
Okay.
Can I look that way and see if
Okay.
I can detect a mind where she says that there's a straight ahead and to the left?
Nah.
And then I will say in the mind like that it's probably further than 60 feet out.
At least we know the one to the right and the one to the left can be killed.
Yep.
So what are you doing? Are you stealthily opening the door?
Yes.
Or are you kicking it in?
No.
Going guns blazing? No?
Does it look like it's going to creak? Can I put some grease on the hinges?
I guess you can. I will give whoever is doing this a +2 circumstance bonus on their stealth check.
I think Miles has a better stealth than I do.
Okay. All right.
All right, open your door, Miles.
Alright. Stealthy door open. Yay. Alright, yeah. Stealthy door open.
Okay, that's pretty fucking stealthy.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh.
I think you should be able to open the door right in front of your token.
I don't even have a door symbol. Oh, there we go. Now I see a symbol.
Oh.
So, in this room, the interior yawns wide, a cavernous space lit by sickly green light bubbling up from massive vats that dominate the warehouse floor. There's rusted catwalks that cling to the wall like a fragile spider's web. Their iron gates are slick with condensation. Each vat thrums faintly, the air around them heavy with chemical fumes and the scent of scorched metal. Every sound echoes, the steady drip drip of water from the leaky roof, the faint slosh of liquid in the tanks, the occasional creak of a catwalk flexing overhead. You see barrels stacked like powder kegs in the center, crates half split, smelling strange components, and the skeletal remains of old machinery pushed into shadowy corners. So there's these look like shelves that are directly in front of you, and you can see the vat. It's about 10 feet high. Dalibor, can you see into the room?
Yes.
Can you see any of the vats?
I see the barrels.
Okay.
I see
Wow.
a big hole in the ground. I don't know if that's supposed to be a vat or not.
I just not.
I see a tail core. Oh, I see a tail core. Yeah, I see an edge of one right up here in the upper right.
Okay, Miles,
Green.
also looking straight up, you can see the ceiling is lined with thousands of imps. They're just everywhere. This place is infested with, it's like all the imps of Korvosa are hanging out in this warehouse, although assuredly not. I mean, there are just thousands of imps.
Oh, they're like crowded in the 5-foot spaces.
They are, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that would, okay. So they're like bats hanging in a.
But it's not just within 60 feet, it's the entire ceiling. But yeah, they're like bats.
I got you.
Well, definitely communicate that.
And around the corner, you can hear ping, 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 walking and mumbling in a language you do not understand.
Well, I proceed forward, stealthy.
Okay.
Probably climb my way.
So now you see this goblin, right,
Mhm.
frantically pacing.
Well, actually, I will step to the side of the door and climb vertical.
Okay.
Probably just 15 feet.
Yeah, you can see over the shelves, and you see another goblin that is swaying and like hopping on and off of this box.
Hmm.
There's another one on the walkway, the catwalk that is just pacing. There's one that's going around this hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And you can sort of see one on the end of the room, but there is like the catwalk gives them cover.
Okay. Yeah, I will announce the number of targets. I see 5. One to the right of the door, someone from the shelves on catwalk, and then one way at the far end.
Are they wearing exploding vests?
Yes, they are.
Now,
Hmm.
I will
I'm
hold off on firing for right now.
does let's see. Looking into the room, does Arabella ping the locate creature?
It's going straight ahead and up still.
And I can see him.
Yeah.
Does he look special? Does he look different than a normal goblin?
Well, he's higher up than you are. So Dalibor, I didn't put the dynamic lighting up, but that catwalk is like 15
Oh,
feet
he's
up.
on a catwalk. Okay.
Yeah. But I think Miles went up, so
Yeah.
you would be able to see what he looks like. So I will
Oh, I
show
see 2
you all.
goblins. Yeah. I see the
I'll
other one.
show
I
you
see the
all
normal one and then the Sploder. I gotcha. Yeah, so he does.
the Sploder.
Oh.
Ziggs? What? Hmm.
Yeah.
So I mean, we have the element of surprise still. I can get somebody to get right up to him. But if he's has a mechanism to trigger, like an explosive device on him.
If you do that, will you lose your invisibility?
I don't believe with teleporting I would.
Yeah, it's an offensive
As
spell.
long
Not an offensive spell.
Mhm. And I can do it silently.
Well, is your locate creature, is it moving? Because the other guys are moving. Because they have to keep moving. If he's not moving, then he wouldn't have the same thing on him, right?
I can imagine he wouldn't attach that to himself,
Yeah.
but we don't know.
Well, we don't know what else.
I mean,
he
it's
would
hard to
have.
tell with your detect. If he's moving, he's not moving very much, but it's just straight ahead. I mean, he could be moving, but you can't really see him. You just know the direction he's in.
And I mentioned in the mind link, like if I use any of my explosives, it could set this whole place up.
Yeah, Dalibor, if you are able to see the vats here,
I can
this
see a
place
corner of one of
is
them. Yeah, this place is highly volatile. If a fire starts, so no fire magic, no explosive anything, No spark. Or we'll all be dead.
So
A way to like
don't kill the goblins. Okay. Well, they
Yeah.
got to keep moving. Because they're gonna explode if they stop.
I don't
Is
know. Should we move in?
yeah, is anybody good at grappling?
Nope.
What is
DMB.
Dalibor, now that you've moved
Yeah.
in,
I go. Oh.
this room, if a spark goes off on here, it's gonna blow up the whole city block.
Yeah. And I'll say,
Oh.
now that I see what we're dealing with, it will probably melt half of a good chunk of old Korvosa.
in the mind link? This is all in the mind link. Is there a way for us to get to the Sploder and then magically leave with him? Like we're invisible. Do you
Ye-
think we could get you to him, Arabella, and you could
I mean,
teleport or dimension door or Dalivor as your boots?
I have my quicken rod. I could quicken a teleport to him and then touch him and, well,
Attempt to teleport away.
attempt to teleport away with him. However, he would get, well, let me look at teleport. It might say willing creature.
Other touched willing creatures
Yeah, you need to
for
teleport
teleport.
other.
I do, I mean, I have icy prison teleport.
Oh, nice.
I think that's,
That takes
Ice
a couple
crystal
rounds.
teleport, you mean?
yeah. Ice crystal teleport. He
Since
will
they're figuring
take,
that out, I'm not gonna participate in that discussion. I'm going to see if there's like a way that they have set up to drain these, or if there's a way I could maybe neutralize the vats.
Yeah, so you're gonna go up to one of the bats. You can see that there's a system of valves on it. There is there's a system of valves on it, and there is like you could maybe compose an alchemical concoction to try to neutralize it. I know your appraise is pretty good, but looking at the tank and the stuff inside it, this stuff would actually probably be very valuable.
Well, the lives of the people that could die because of this explosion are more valuable than what this would sell for.
I-
Go ahead and make a do you have planes?
I believe I do have knowledge planes. No,
So
it's not
roll
very
an
high, but I have it.
alchemy and planes.
Here's my planes. Apparently not. Nice.
That's pretty good. Okay. So with your alchemy and your previous roll in this one, you're sort of able to identify what this concoction is, and there's certainly alchemist fire as a base to it. But also, each vat has some sort of quicksilver, alchemical quicksilver that is used to bind the components. So an alchemist fire base, quicksilver is a binding, and with your planes, you actually are able to pick up that there is a hellfire quintessence. That is this planar substance from the hells used as a catalyst in this concoction.
Does that come from the imps?
Oh,
Or are they just bringing in something straight from the hells?
Maybe.
no. Don't tell me he's back.
Maybe it could be from the imps.
I will share
If
my
the
information
goblin
real
has,
quick.
yeah, if the goblin has somehow figured out a way to distill, the planar essence of these imps into a substance, but that is
Could I do it?
maybe. You've never even thought of it before, though.
I mean, considering I just did that with their poison.
Yeah. Milking their poison and distilling it into a brew, that is something that
Is similar.
is similar, but harvesting their raw planar essence, that is.
I will explain that they've got access to some sort of hellfire planar essence that they're using in combination with a alchemist fire to make more potent explosives.
In the mind link,
Yeah, in the mind link.
I have an idea of who might be the actual mastermind. There was one of Karzu's lieutenants that we weren't able to kill in Shinshilast. He happened to be a devil. This might be his handiwork.
Is he an alchemist?
I don't think we asked him. That was it's
Yeah, I don't think we had a
Sorry.
chance to ask the Ice Devil if he was an alchemist.
we
But that is the most logical conclusion in Miles's mind, is that the lieutenant we couldn't kill from hell might be a likely source for this kind of stuff.
Would something
So
of
I
a
got
holy
that
nature
going.
help neutralize it?
Which is nice.
So we got that going for us, which is nice.
I have no idea. That's out of Miles's wheelhouse.
Oh, I'm asking
You
the
just-
GM,
What were you asking? I was busy memeing.
right? Would something of a holy nature neutralize?
It would have to be. It would have to be a component of it, not alone, but it with other things.
Okay.
Would
So I
could.
probably couldn't, like, before this fight possibly goes down, try and neutralize these vats. It's going to take me time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you might be able to, if they get volatile, quickly whip something up that could stabilize them from blowing up, but not something that could completely render them inert. Not in the time that you have with your invisibility.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I'm like, I've still got a bunch of holy water and a bunch of empowered holy water. And I'm like, that might be able to. And I've got liquid
Well,
ice.
So Sephi has with the ice crystal teleport, the kind of the issue with it is that the creature's paralyzed in ice and it's 1d4 rounds before they teleport.
Correct.
So for 1d4 rounds, we might be proccing a combat if I do that. Another thing that Sephi could do while Arabelle is doing that is Sephi has Hymn of Peace, where creatures have to, it's a 40-foot radius burst centered on her. Each time the subject of the spell attempts to attack another creature or object or otherwise perform an aggressive or damaging action towards a creature or object, it must attempt a will save. If they succeed, they can attack normally. If it fails, they cannot follow through with the attack and loses that part of the actions. Creatures taking non-violent actions are unaffected by the spell. So that would maybe limit them from actually like trying to throw bombs.
But you know from your last fight with them, it's not just if they throw bombs, it's if these ones stop moving.
Right.
Hmm.
I also have Serenity, which those attempting to commit violence become stricken with racking pain and take 3d6 points of non-lethal damage each round they attempt to harm another creature. If attacked, they can defend themselves, and they participate in combat using combat expertise. So they can still fight, but it just gives them a negation. I also have mass suggestion as Arabella, so I could go in there, but then they would have to be within 30 feet of each other.
Hmm.
So I could
So
mass suggest them to keep moving, but
from where I'm at, can I make any judgment about where that hole might go?
You have no idea.
No idea, but it's just a.
It's a
can see a
big
hole in the floor.
hole in the ground that goes, and there's a bunch of dirt next to it.
Miles is thinking Poopy goes down the hole. Kick him in the hole. Let him explode down there.
We've got 4 goblins. 4? 5?
5.
5.
Well, 4 in here.
4 goblins and Mr. Mixelpix. Sploder.
Let's hope
I
he's
could
not Mr.
make-
Mixelplex.
I also, well, I don't know. Arabella also has power word stun, but that's gonna make them stop
and
moving.
explode, yeah. You have irresistible dance, you can just irresistible dance them all. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah.
I mean, Steffi can miracle that.
Can you mass suggestion them to, yeah, either keep moving or like walk out into the bay?
That suggestion would be really hard, Arabella. They're moving back and forth, and at the
Yeah.
most, you could maybe only get 2 at a time.
Yeah,
if
I'd probably,
that.
yeah, I'd
And
probably
you'd
only
have
be
to
able to
wait
get
for a
2.
moment. Yeah.
That's where, like, if Steffi did the radius, 40-foot radius burst of him apiece, so that they wouldn't do they would do non-violent actions. It doesn't make them not move. Like if she stood there,
That's, mm,
she
I
wouldn't
just
get them.
wonder.
As long as you all stay away from her.
I'm just curious how crazy they might be if they can't attack, can't move.
Worth
Do they just
trying,
stop?
right?
Don't
They're
know.
not able to throw bombs. Maybe that is good.
It's just
Yeah.
a matter of do they just I can't do what I want. I just stop moving. That's the question.
That is pretty crazy.
I can't. Well, I would argue if they know that they're gonna explode. But yeah, I don't know.
The Sploder does also, since you get like 50s on your perception, have a rune on his forehead.
If I do ice crystal teleport, I'm assuming do we want to teleport him outside the city? So if in case he has any bombs on him, then it won't explode your shop.
I think that's more a question for Cal. Yeah.
Well, wherever he goes, someone's going to have to go with him to capture him. And then the rest of us will have to stay here and deal with the rest of this situation.
Yeah, so either I would go or you would go. This is kind of what I'm thinking.
Could you ice crystal teleport him to the middle of some Shawanti plain and we could just go get him in a few minutes?
Yeah, probably. Steffi also has a euphoric tranquility spell that just like makes people happy and chill. If we wanted to just make him happy and chill, but I almost think getting him out of here would be like the best move.
The target treats all creatures as dear friends and abhors violence.
Yeah. So Arabella could also teleport Steffi up to him and she just tap him with that.
I like that idea.
Mhm.
And then I do that instead of ice crystal teleporting.
Oh, this has no save.
Yeah, Steffi just has to make the touch attack.
And while she does that, Miles can collect whatever notes and whatnot exist.
So Steffi will become visible, but they'll be friends maybe.
Worth trying?
Okay. Arabella's gonna give Steffi and begrudgingly her rod of quicken
Okay.
so that Steffi can use it. So in case it fails, she can quickly try it again.
All right. So you all will have a surprise round.
Should more than just Sephi and Arabella go on this teleport?
Yeah, I can. Naveen, do you want to go?
Sure. I feel
Or Dalibor? I don't know.
go, I guess.
Yeah, and us casting is
I'll
still going to
think
make
bad.
sound, right? So if we cast spells or use wands, they're going to hear us.
If you
Right?
cast spells, they'll
Yeah.
hear you.
Same with wands. Wands are verbal activated, are they not? Or do they not?
Oh, maybe they are. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm asking because I don't remember.
They're spell trigger, so
Yeah.
typically
Arabella
triggered on a command.
Arabella can make her teleport silent, and then Sephi's gonna use the quicken wand. Or the quicken rod. Okay, so
Oh.
I will.
I know. These guys are moving back and forth, right?
Yeah.
Are they going to the
They
same
are.
back and forth locations? Or are they like
Most of them, yeah, they are.
so like if I go here, he's not going to go any further, or I could get out of his way if he keeps moving. I just want to get a closer look at the bomb so I can see how quickly I could disable them.
Well, stealth check because you're getting pretty close to him.
Right? Stealth, stealth, stealth. And it's 20 from invisibility,
Yeah,
35.
you can't beat that. So yeah, you can see the bomb that is on his chest is nearly identical to the ones that attacked the festival.
Because I didn't get a super close look at them. I got enough to know how they worked.
So looking at it, it's an alchemical vest that's over his armor. It's rigged to explode when he stops moving for more than a round. The vest explodes, dealing fire damage. It kills the goblin. They automatically fail the save, and it destroys like all their equipment.
Can it be disabled? Or neutralized?
Theoretically, yes, it could be disabled. doing so would be very difficult. You'd have to be able to do it in a round. So disabling it is possible, but would be extremely difficult given that it blows up when it stops moving for more than a round. Containing it would probably be easier, but
Yeah, but I couldn't like inject something into the concoction to keep them from mixing, or
you
keep
could
them,
certainly certain.
or to stabilize them. Just coming up with ideas of how to keep these guys from blowing up when they die.
You could certainly certain.
Okay. Well, so Arabella is going to silently cast a teleport.
All right, let's get everybody to roll a dish.
So you're
We'll
telling
add-
me there's a chance.
there's a chance. We're gonna do there's a lot of initiatives on this board, so we're gonna do Majenko and Petra with Naveen, with Arabella and Naveen.
Okay.
A 6.
Yeah, I mean, either way, then we're all going at the bottom of the round because I have to start combat.
Where's it?
It's bombering time.
See if I have any item that gives Sophie a better.
Bum 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 bomberin.
Miles, we just need you in there.
Oh, actually typing. Yeah. Let me see. Yep.
Right. Got everyone in. And we will sort this. The Sploder has no idea what anything's happening. So Miles, you are first in the surprise round. It's a standard or move along with any swift or free actions you have.
Well, unfortunately, I am actually on the wall. And going across the ceiling's a bad idea. Don't want to wake up all the imps. So
I go to the ceiling and I just start kicking imps.
You would literally have to step on them to move through the ceiling.
yeah.
Just flick one on the nose. The other one's like, hey, who did that?
Pretty much. I'm going to Slayer's Advance. It will allow me to basically take a double move as a move action.
That's dope.
Yeah. And I can stealth with that move at a -10. So
Invisible.
I am invisible. So this includes invisibility with my penalty. So 54 stealth on this.
Wow. That's a 2.
Yep.
Okay. move yourself in the direction you're going. I'm assuming you're still on the wall.
So, come on, 5, 10, 15.
All right, stop right there. Miles, you sense the catwalk here is trapped. Those 3 squares. It is very weak looking. What is it? If you detect a trap, you just know what it does, right? I think that's always how
Yeah,
we've done it.
pretty much. I think so. Yeah.
So what you can tell by looking at it is this is a particularly fragile area of the catwalk.
Mm-hmm.
If you step on it and you're above a certain weight limit, which you would be,
Yeah.
The catwalk will give away and it will dump you into the vat. And let me tell you, getting dumped
Bad
into
idea.
that vat is not good.
Okay.
That's
Yep.
how you become the Joker.
Yep. Yeah. So walking on the wall still.
Yeah.
40, 45, 60. And then I will say in the mind link, don't walk on the catwalk over the vats. It's gonna dump you in.
Naveen, you are going with, are you delaying till
Yeah, I'm
Arabella?
delaying.
Put you there. Dalivor.
Can I ready an action to just cut the vest off? So then my movement is what triggers it?
Yeah. I would say you could do like a disarm. Or it'd be a steal. It'd be a combat maneuver.
Okay. Can I get bonuses because he can't see me?
You get a +2.
Okay, just checking.
And it'd be against his flat-footed.
Okay. I will attempt to do that. I'll pull up my dagger. My dagger.
Are you readying to do that, or
Yeah, I'm
are
gonna ready
you
to do that.
okay? Sephi.
Sappy will delay. Or wait, I guess, can she cast a spell here with the quicken rod and hold the charge? Or does it really matter?
It doesn't matter if it's quickened.
Okay, then she'll delay just to make sure she doesn't screw this up.
Okay. Um.
Whoa.
Thank you, Octavius, for the gifted sum to me so thorny. Much appreciated.
All right, then it is Arabella's turn.
Okay, Arabella's gonna silently cast teleport
Okay,
and
that's
teleport.
is that a full round for you with
Oh, I gave Safi my fucking thing.
So I will say with that, you can keep the rod. Sephi can she can ready to cast the spell when she gets up there.
Yeah, but then that's gonna make noise.
Yeah. I mean, that's where combat's starting anyways, isn't it?
Well, not if we're doing this kind of stealthily and he like considers Sephi his friend.
You're gonna appear though. Everybody's gonna see you the moment you do your touch attack.
Yeah, I slap him on the shoulder and I say, "Hi, how's it going?"
Yeah, but the
What about all the
others.
other goblins in the room? Or the thousands of imps?
Okay, then it doesn't matter.
Arabella, it is your turn.
And I'll let people know that I'm going to cut this one off.
Okay, I will use my I'll retcon and do the quicken rod to
Okay.
quicken it because I don't think I have normal teleport memmed. So we appear here.
Yep. Place yourself where you're going.
Do. By the way, nice Dungeon Alchemist map.
Yeah.
I saw the barrels. It's like, hey, those barrels look familiar. I was just working with those.
How appropriate.
I can't
Dungeon
place
of-
Naveen.
I closed the door.
Oops.
I have to move this guy. Would you have
Okay.
intended me to be in front of you or next to you?
Probably in that square. So in case you need to gank him.
All right. Arabella teleports Naveen. You are next in your delay.
Am I able to delay until after Sephi?
Sure.
All right. Sephi's casts a spell.
Okay. Make a touch attack, Sephi.
Fucking course. Can't ever be fucking easy.
I'd also like you to roll a stealth check as a part of going up there. Because if he notices you appear, it will be versus his flat-footed instead of his, or it'll be against his touch instead of his flat-footed touch.
I mean, it does, I guess. I'm assuming if you're asking me, it matters.
Yes, I want you to roll a stealth.
Do I get the plus 20 or 40?
You get the plus 20.
Because technically Sephi's not moving.
Well, technically you are moving because you teleported.
I don't think that's gonna do it. Do all three of us need to roll?
Just Sephi, because Sephi's the one attacking him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was gonna use the quicken.
You reach out, and Sephi, you reach out to him with your touch attack, and you see as you are reaching out to touch him, he's at this cauldron, and he actually bends over and looks at his spell book, or this book that's out. It's got pictures all over it, and your hand just goes right above his head, and you appear, and he just kind of like looks up at you, these Coke bottle goggles. His eyes look like the dude from Trailer Park Boys. Naveen, you have a standard action.
Is he wearing an exploding vest?
You do not see one. He does have a big tank on his back, though.
Um. Zephyr, are you gonna try that again?
S- I mean, she can't. Arabella used the quicken rod.
You
Oh,
missed him, and it's a touch, so you still have the spell in your hand.
Oh. Do I have an action to try it again?
On your next turn, you can.
I mean, I guess Sephi will say I can try again.
When you miss a touch attack with a spell, you can hold the charge.
mhm.
Oh.
Don't know if I should attack him.
I could just try to talk to him and Sephi will just wave. Because he did see.
He just like
This isn't where I parked my horse.
Because she didn't actually hit the attack.
You could just go a high five, bro.
Yeah. It's just
If I
like,
wanted to like subdue him, 'cause I have manacles, is that a CMB?
you could try to grapple him. With a CMB, you could attempt to damage him and deal non-lethal damage. You'll take a -4 to your attack roll to do so. We'll have you know he is not a worshiper of Zonkatan. He is also not a human.
Okay, can I do a swift action?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Still
gonna
do.
swift action. Wrong sheets. Instant enemy.
so now he is a human.
Now he is
Now he's a human.
human enough. And gonna try to subdue him this round, and if that doesn't work, then I'll probably just attack him in the future. $39 CMB.
Nice.
Yeah, he is grappled.
And I have greater invisibility, so he is grappled by an unseen
Unknown.
force.
What the fuck?
I will attack the vest with my ready to action because I was waiting for them to show up.
CMB.
+2 because I'm hidden and they're flat-footed.
Yep.
34.
You've got a dagger out, right?
Yeah, +1 dagger.
And the vest comes off as you cut the strap the strap when he turns his back to you, and it falls off, and you grab it and pull it off, and he knows something happened. He turns around. And we are at the top of round 1. Do people want to do another round, or do you want to stop here? We're close to time.
I'm good either way.
We're a little late. Let's do one more round. We were a little late starting.
Yeah.
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 The Sploder is grappled. What does he do then? Can you still drink extracts while you're grappled, Dalibor?
I don't believe so.
I need to look this up. I know you can cast a spell, but you have to make a concentration check. Does a grappled alchemist
You
need
still
to
have
make
to
a
retrieve the item. It requires a move action. Well, it's just typically not, but that's for a potion.
Okay. It looks like you can still drink extracts while grappled.
I mean, if it's what was I thinking? I mean, you're ruling, of course, but I mean, as far as my concern or thought would be is this: if it requires two hands to do, then that might be more difficult and not probable.
Okay. Well, I would say he probably can't make a bomb, throw a
Yes, you
bomb
can drink an
because
extract while grappled, but you can't take an action that requires two hands. You can't move. Extracts do count as drinking a potion, which is a standard action that provokes an attack of opportunity.
oh, you know what? I think he's gonna do something else.
So yes, you can drink it, but it's unclear whether or not you can actually like create it.
He reaches to his side down to the tank on his back, and you see he turns a valve, and this fog comes out of it. This green miasma blows out of it. I need Majenko, Arabella, Sephi, and Naveen to roll fortitude saves.
Oh, I'm so sorry I'm not up there with you guys.
Does Safi have her item?
Oh, actually, Arabella has the perioptic, or Arabella has the what is it? The
Necklace of
adaptation.
adaptation.
She doesn't have to roll,
That's great.
and perioptic proof against. If you have that item, you need to take off the. You would have already had it by now
Okay.
because the Rune Lords is way behind this now. But just take off your amulet.
Yep.
Your AC is too lower, and you don't have to roll either, Sephi. So just Naveen and Majenko, and Naveen got a 30, which is going to blow this DC out of the water.
Majenko might have a bonus to poison. Making sure he's not immune to poison. You said fort save.
Fort save.
Majenko got a 29.
Wow. Okay. Majenko is also fine, but the area around him is filled with this sickly green cloud. You have to make more saves. Miles, you are next.
I'm gonna keep moving along the wall. Fine.
Miles, there's another trap you just moved over.
Yeah.
And another one that's right above you, and one that is right next to you.
Yeah. Kind of figured. Yeah. Bad news.
You moved through another catwalk trap. And you're right above a catwalk trap, but next to you, to your right, there is a different trap.
Okay.
This is a this trap is a summon monster 8 trap.
Holy shite.
Or 7.
Just
Sorry. Summon monster 7. Not that
and
makes it
it's
a whole lot worse.
yeah, but it's just to my right.
It is, you sense it in the 6 squares directly right and in front of you. You sense it here, 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 here.
Okay, so just over the bat, basically. All right.
Yeah, you know that if this is set off, it will summon 1d4 plus 1 large fire elementals.
Oh!
Yeah.
I think maybe you need to
Really?
disarm that one so he doesn't like throw something at it to trigger it.
It's triggered by proximity. So if you walk inside in the area, move in the area, it sets off.
And it's just inside the area, just kind of inside that catwalk cordon section.
Yeah, you can sense where it is based off of your trap sets.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Well,
it could be also beyond your trap sets as well.
yeah. Well, as it sits right now, I had to double move to get there.
Okay.
I'm going to progress very slowly after that. Super glad I have those slippers of spider climbing, so I wouldn't have triggered that crap. Falling into it. Okay. Done.
All right. Dalibor and Petra can roll a perception check.
Perception. And
Oh, we've got our gear. Adventure
You do.
gear.
Oh my god. Okay. That changes it. Okay. Petra smells a smelly smell that smells coming through the door. And Dalibor, you just hear whoever this is back in the bathroom is just shitting. Doesn't seem to have realized there's an alarm raised yet. This goblin right here, here's something going on up at the catwalk. Although he also heard something down here. I think he's going to come and look and see what's going on. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. What is his movement? He moves there, then he sees a rat and he sees Dalibor, and he's going to move up to Dalibor with a double move. You took his vest off, which he's grateful for. But he still has a job to do.
You fools.
This goblin is he's gonna go after you, Dalibor. You're a pink skin, and he's a goblin. He doesn't like pink skins. He just doesn't realize how outmatched he is, though. You see, he rages and he swings a little great axe at you for a 26 to hit.
A 26 will hit me.
He got you
He got me.
for 11 damage. And that is it for him. Arabella, you are still invisible.
Mm-hmm. So since she has a full round now, she's going to full round cast haste.
Okay.
And she'll 5-foot step back, and she has she doesn't step on things. Maybe Miles has been saying that there's traps. She'll cast offensively, full round cast.
Is it full round because you're doing it silent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she's just thinking Steffi could use the +1, and this way she can stay invisible. And Naveen could probably use haste with keeping this guy grappled.
Okay.
So
You, Sephi, Naveen, and Majenko are hasted.
yep. She will tell Majenko to flank with Sephi.
Okay.
He'll go there.
Sephi is next.
So Sephi now has flanking.
You have flanking.
And
He's
yes.
grappled.
And she has haste.
And you have haste.
And she has life sense. So that gives her blind sight. Because he is a living creature. So she does not have a mischance. Let me make sure. Yeah.
Sephi is immune to the cloud.
She notices and locates living creatures within 30 feet, just as if you possess the blind sight ability.
All right. Make your touch attack.
Jeez. 21.
That might actually hit because he's grappled. Oh, his touch AC is 21 before grappled. You hit him. Your spell goes off.
Okay. You'll just hear Sephi. Got him.
And he looks at you, and his huge goggles, his eyes are like big hearts.
Yeah. She's like, see, we don't need to fight. We can just talk about things. Maybe tell your friends to do a dance.
You see the goblins down below are going crazy. Naveen.
Should I not grapple him anymore? Will that affect your spell?
I think you can just hug him.
Actually, it might give him a save if he's attacked.
Let me see. But may rise out to protect himself if
The creature is attacked, it gets a will saving throw.
yeah.
If it saves, succeeds, the creature can act normally for a round. If it fails, he moves half his speed away from the attacker as its next action. But he can't with being grappled.
So what I'm hearing is I should break the grapple.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you choose not to maintain the grapple, that's no action. You just choose not to, and you have your full turn.
Yeah, I will choose to not maintain the grapple so I don't mess up the spell.
Okay.
Learned along and quite well about these spells. Is there, looking at his person, are there like other components like that, like I would see with Dalibor? Like, is he wearing his bomb mixtures?
Yeah, he's got all sorts of little vials on him, and little vials and glass stoppered bottles, and
He's wearing
he's
a
actually got a
device.
little stone floating above him also.
Oh,
Ooh.
an ion stone.
Mm.
Um, hoping to like pickpocket him or something. I guess I'm kind of here for backup. So if something happens to, like, he becomes aggressive towards Sephi or Arabella, I'll do another grapple. So I guess I'll ready to grapple. But
Okay.
I don't want to. I've seen what Arabella's done with mind affecting stuff on folks, and I don't want to fuck it up.
Okay.
And ooh.
And Petra also.
Ooh. So what I could do a thing that I've never been able to do.
Huh.
I could mark him as my quarry.
Oh, that way if he gets
Okay.
away.
Well, it's not just that, it also makes
Gives
her
me-
crits
Right.
auto confirm.
Yeah.
And doesn't he become like your favorite target or favorite enemy too or something? Or is that
I
something
get
else?
like a +2 or something.
Nice.
You have quarry. You can take a 10 on survival checks while moving at normal speed to follow them. You get a bonus on attacks. All your crits confirm.
I guess I'm not gonna ready. I will mark him as my quarry.
Okay.
Just in case.
And
We
he's
need
instant
to.
enemy, so he is treated as your favorite enemy.
Yeah.
Would you like to move?
Cool. Petra. Um is gonna stay there and guard our backs, I guess.
Okay.
Unless Dalibor asks for help, and then she will go help him.
Nope, I'm gonna
Della dude.
my turn.
Your turn.
I will 5-foot step here, and gonna try and take this guy since he ran up to me.
Okay.
But I 5-foot
So-
step so that mine doesn't go off.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're making another disarm check. Do you have improved disarm? Probably not.
No.
Feat. So now that you're visible, it will provoke from him.
It will.
But I don't think that improved disarm. I think it's just improved grapple that you get a penalty to your CMB check.
I
He's
think
gonna
so
try
as
to-
well, but I
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. He's gonna try to get you. 18.
no.
Miss.
31.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Even with the increased difficulty from it being strapped to him, you are still able to cut it free and grab it. And now you have 2 bombs in your hand that you have to constantly move around.
And I will look at them and be like, this is your chance to get away without blowing up. Go get some sleep. Best bet, I'm helping you out here. No one to blame but me.
Make a diplomacy check. They're considered hostile.
Are they do they live in Korvosa? Do they count as a citizen of Korvosa? I'm guessing not, but
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably not the Drake's mark. Probably isn't gonna apply.
we are in a high population, so I still get that.
You
Oh
are.
shoot! Plus, sorry, I forgot to put my bonus in there. Add 22 to that, so,
So 30.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Um, oh man, for every 5 you exceed, their attitude increases 1 step. These guys have a
Up to
negative
twice.
charisma.
Oh, I'm.
What'd you say, Jeremy?
I think it only increases up to twice.
Yes. So you beat the DC 23 because they have a negative charisma. And you beat it by 5, so 28. So he goes from unfriendly to indifferent.
Indifferent would mean they would just, stay there and take care of themselves, right?
2 goblins are on indifferent to Dalibor. And that's a 5-foot step. That's a standard action. Probably as part of your movement is the diplomacy check. Good.
Yep.
All right. This goblin, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He's going to go help his boss. 45, 50, 55. He's a barbarian, so he has a 40 movement speed. Miles, you watch and your eyes widen as you see him moving directly into the field, and a rune on the wall flares,
Oh no.
and you see holy shit.
Should have done a perception check for runes.
5 large fire elementals appear. None of them are in or on the concoction, the vat. They're very, very perilously close, though. That is the end of round 2. And I think that is where we will end things tonight.
Cool.
So Brianna can walk in on this next game.
Or Brianna's just taking a walk in the city and hear the loud
Oh,
explosion.
Did you say she went around back and was looking around back? Because sometimes, that's what Brian does. He'll go off on his own.
Cast black tentacles.
Actually, they can be not just on the vats. Some monster has like a 25-foot something range.
yeah, it's a close range.
Oh.
Put one there, and we'll put one like right there.
Well, at least I have targets now. That I won't feel guilty about shooting.
I don't think it's some of them inside of that. So there.
Well, I think my goal of collecting any notes on that alchemy bench are dusted.
Yeah, Steffi can. I don't know. She's gonna try to make friends with this Sploder, but maybe she'll grab. Or
I
Arabella
kind
will
of
just
know.
go over
I
there.
kind of have in my head that these two goblins are gonna hear what Dalibor says, look at the Sploder, and say, what do you think we should do? And he's just gonna be like, fuck off. They're gonna leave. Yeah, so that
That's
is where
funny.
we'll end things tonight.
All right.
Woohoo. I have to remember. I have to write down what buffs we have on to remember. All right.
Yep.
This energy fire and visibility for most of us.
Yeah, I'm glad we did the resist energy fire.
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be useful. All right.
Just watch it.
For those that are watching, we're going to raid on out. Our friend Identity Crisis just get done doing a 24-hour charity stream yesterday for Voices Against Cancer. However, still has his charity open. So if people want to go and do the charity and donate to that and participate, you are still able to do that. So we're going to raid over to him and help support his charity efforts for Voices Against Cancer. So that is what we're going to do, guys. There will be no more streams for the rest of the week. We will see you back here on Tuesday. Next week on Tuesday for some video gaming. So take care, guys. Have a great week and enjoy your time. See you guys later.